Hey, good dawning, and welcome to another episode of Good Dawning with myself, Mr. Floyd, Josh, and welcome. We're obviously in another location, in a friend's basement at the moment, and you can see our food storage behind me. But yeah, so welcome, guys. Grateful, Tina, Debs, Lakeside, Laura. Welcome, guys. Grateful. Yeah, so as you can see, we made it to Colorado. I was too tired yesterday to go live or anything, but we are here, and yeah, so we're back on schedule here. I intend on doing Good Dawning as much as I can here at 8:45. It's a lot easier on my end. I know in the watchers' ends, realizing after going to the East Coast there, it's a little late. But we'll see what happens here as we rebuild my universe, or shift my universe, and let it build itself. I don't. I've just got to put one foot in front of the other. Not much, but all right, guys. So grateful. Loretta, welcome as well, and yeah, thank you for the emails you've been sending. I haven't had a chance to read anything. It's been kind of chaotic with the driving and all, but we will get to sit down and read what you've been sending there. Thank you. Good Dunning. Yes, good. God. Yes, I'm trusting. Today we leave here, go take a quick shower, and then go down to Argus and find out about getting my old job back. And take it from there. So a couple things we'll go over here. And yeah, so on my travels here, we got a bunch of new stuff, and we'll go over that. Let people, if anybody else piles in here. Yeah, what I've learned real fast is if I consistency on YouTube, if you stop the consistency or shuffle off against your universe, there, things kind of. Who we got there? I can't see. Scotty Boy. Oh, there we go, Scotty Boy. Welcome, brother. Looking good there. Thank you. Grateful. And so yeah, so let's go over a few things. I'll show you what we got here. First off, good dawning. If you're new here, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Yes, I'm this random guy who goes live in makeshift basements for an hour, 6 days a week. But yeah, so on the travel, Angela, welcome, and Rush, welcome as well. So on travels here, we got a bunch of new decks. So I'm gonna go over some new decks. We'll work with. I'm grateful. First crystal I pulled out of the box is I call it Big Bertha, right? Is the Big Honker, and so we'll use Honker, and yeah, we'll do some reading today. We'll work with some energy, and grateful. But yeah, the energy today is get job Josh re-employed. So everybody, say it with me. Josh has his old job back, right? Everything old is new again. Grateful. With the Broncos in the playoffs and the number one seed in the entire AFC, and getting a week off, and most likely having two home games in a row. They're going to need all the hands on deck they're going to need here, especially considering everybody's booked for other things the same day. So they have multiple events that they have to deal with. Welcome back to the place that you forgot to bet. Welcome back to the same old face. See? Yeah, there we go. Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter. All right, so let's show you the decks we got here. These two came from Hershey, so I'm going to show you these first. This and these are, thank you. Grateful. And this is a steampunk deck. And so it's now my job to ground into learning tarot deeper than I don't already, so to speak. I can tell you the Three of Swords, not a good card. And as a Cancer, the Chariot card and the Nine of Pentacles. There we go. Nine of Cups. There we go. But so yeah, so steampunk has its own flavor to it, to say the least. Sorry about the lighting. I'll get my light up, and we'll get this better tomorrow. But hey, we're right here at least. Well, believe it or not, cause we got it on the spot. Welcome back. The song is playing in my head. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right. So yeah, the dragonfly. There we go. Rise above your problems. Right. Yeah. Dragonflies. There we go. So they use dragonflies as one of dragonflies. So yeah, so it's quite a unique deck. You can see some of the major arcana cards there. Beetles, there we go. But, definitely a unique deck, but my favorite one is right here. And, Grand Rising, Millie, good dawning. So yeah, so let's show you here. This is by far, this deck is amazing. And of course, We work with owls. I do. I had one swoop over my car in Cincinnati. I almost hit my car. So I've almost been hit by a hawk or a eagle, I should say, and a owl, humongous owl too. So these are owl cards. Comes with a stunning book too. Here we go. So the Wisdom of the Owls by Pamela Chen. I have no idea who she is, but you can see these cards are gorgeous. And so we have the Page of Pentacles. There we go. And the King of Cups. All right, I'll take that card. Purple owl on a throne on the beach. There you go. So yeah, I love this deck. The Knight of Pentacles. Move slowly, but there you go. And we'll pull a random one. There we go. Let's see what we got. We've got the Four of Wands. Ooh. All right. And in the book, it shows each card. So here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4 of Wands. Perfect. Hey, how do you like that? So it gives you a gigantic illustration here. So the book alone makes this like a fire. I mean, truly fire deck. And so the Four of Wands, your new friend, the Owl Guardians sure do know how to celebrate. They have gathered together for a beautiful moment to give thanks for what they have achieved so far and to celebrate in initial steps that have been taken to build a solid foundation for the future. The owl knows how to more knows the more you celebrate, the more joy and abundance you appears in your life. Therefore, not only this festive party, but they think a manifestation ritual that should be performed regularly. There we go. So beautiful deck. Thank you, Rishi. The owl deck is stunning. We've got more decks to show here, so I'm gonna put this one to the side. And then we went to Ollie's, right? Ollie's Bargain Basement. And I passed a few on the way. I almost stopped again because the deals at Ollie's are absolutely insane. So we got, and they're commercial decks for sure, but they're fun, right? Star Trek, the Next Generation Tarot deck, right? So where do you see that in the stores, right? Especially these days, right? So the full card is, I think the full card was Geordie. But let's see what we got here. Right, it comes with this nice little book. Star date to, right? It's today's star date, 1/5/2025. There you go. The Page of Lantum. Remember him? Guinan, I think, is the highest card in the deck, which kind of, you know about Guinan, Whoopi Goldberg. Some of them don't make any sense. You got to really look at like one of spaceships, one of starships, right? It's like, huh? But so yeah, fortunately, when you get a clone deck, like one that's trying to look like the tarot, but on its own. All right, so the Death card, Trish, she died. Remember, Trisha, she died. So there's the Death card. That fits, right? She didn't make the show. She didn't make the cut. Her character died. So they made her the Death card. There you go. Look who's the Temperance card. Look at this. All right, Spock. Like Spock was on there a few times. So Spock is the Temperance card. I love it. In the world, you have the universe, right? Milky or the galaxy. Well, this would make sense too. Trisha or Doctor. There we go. The High Priestess. Perfect. So yeah, so love it. There we go. The full card. Data is the full card, which makes a lot of sense, right? Having Data as the full card. So this is fun. Nothing else. It's a trip down 1993 lane, right? Memory lane, 1992. It even comes with a nice little embossed box with the updated version of the Star Trek Enterprise. The Enterprise. All right. We got more decks on top of that. Then we have a Marvel deck we got. Hi there, PG and Fatima. We have a Marvel deck we got as well. At the same place at Ollie's. They're right next to each other. It's literally Marvel branded, right? So there's already energy. That's a sigil, right? A brand would be a sigil. So keep in mind you're going to gain Disney's. And of course, the Marvel deck, not as nice as the Star Trek deck with the plastic insert versus the cardboard falling out of the box deck insert there. All right, but so yeah, you get a little guidebook as well. This one is the energy is different. I love the Star Trek one. This one not so much, but here you go, Wolverine. When I'm alone, I'm in great company. So this is Oracle, not Tarot. So we'll pull a card from this one today. See what we got. I'm gonna pull another one here. So this is Doctor Doom. Control at all costs. Doctor Doom, right? There we go. And we've got the Hulk, right? So think first, smash later, right? So don't just smash. Go into your universe, of smashing shit up, right? So think first and then smash, right? Just don't smash your burger, right? There you go. And we did not. You didn't realize this. This is Marvel too. Did you know Howard the Duck is actually a Marvel cartoon character, right? When next to what's it? Howard the Duck, and the next to Howard the Duck, Ishtar, the two worst rated movies in history. One of, but Howard the Duck's a cult classic. If you remember, you are not ready. You're not from around here, are you? And there's Howard the Duck, right? Remember Howard the Duck? Sure you do. All right, so we'll work with this deck today. We're going to pull some cards from here. We have 2 more decks that we did receive as well. Grateful. And so yeah, what I do plan on doing is once it gets warm enough, and in open space, of course. It's not like it's a career, but I can take some of these decks in a folding table, and it's an open busking zone in Boulder. So I'll go to Boulder on the Pearl Street Mall, and I can busk Oracle for $20 a shot. And if you do 5 or 6, you can do pretty good. At least get some grocery money, right? This one is the Super Attractor, and spirit that I know Walt found it quite interesting. But yeah, but we seem to have cleared him out. I think Walt, are we clear here, Walt? He's saying yes. At least I don't feel any negatives. But all right, so let's see what we get on these. These are different as well. Yeah, sure. But so these guys are like attractive tractor cards. So it's like I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day. I strengthen my faith and love of the universe. So we'll pull one of these as well. So they're affirmation cards. As some like a little light and fluffy, but it's all right. We can tie it to the dark, to the shadow. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. Sure, you can. You recalibrate instantly if you choose. It's a matter of how deep if you can see yourself in the soup first. Our patterns sometimes don't allow us to see ourselves in the soup. So this deck is it's a Hay House deck. So yeah, it may not be super shadowy or dark or like it'll be a little more fluffy, but Super Attractor. So good deck. So we'll see what we do with this. We'll pull cards from here. We'll pull some cards here in a moment. And we got one more deck that we received, as well as easy daily. This is a needed deck, kind of. And this one is also a Hay House deck. There you go. And this one's super glossy too. So get your. Here we go. So let's see what stone we got here. We've got the Sunstone. Take pleasure in the things you do. So. Not that thing you do, but the things you do. Doing the thing you do. No, wait. All right, there we go. Aquamarine, right? Go with the flow. There we go. Go with the flow. And it could be my, for some of you out there, that was an old nickname of mine. Go with the flow. But there you go. So Aquamarine. So we'll pull some of these as well. It does come with a book. We can read the individual crystal here. So yeah, so... let's see what we get from Kuan Yin, and then we'll check with Isis here, and then we'll go from there. But so yeah, we got a bunch of cards. So you may see now that I've got a literal box of tarot. Those are my business cards right there. Literal box of tarot. These are all my decks. So there we go. A box of tarot. Oh, God bless. We're going to use this right now. This is Florida water. Grateful for it being sent. Sending blessings and positive vibes to you. Oh, thank you. Love you, Hershey. All right, so we're going to use some Florida water here. And so let's take a moment and settle it center down. What I do with the Florida water, and it's weird, but it works for me. I'm going to take my hat off here just for a moment. I don't care about the hair. I mean, we're all human, right? Just let it rain on me, so to speak. You don't want to taste it, though. But as it comes down over my aura here, over my energy, it's like little raining droplets of right? So here's to you. I'll spray it on the phone. But, there you go. Now it smells like Grandma's house, right? There used to be a brewery called Grandma's House down in Denver, and they had it was like 1980s gone berserk. And instead of coasters, they were all like crocheted coasters. And yeah, it was Grandma's house, right? Exactly. It looked like Grandma's house. All right, guys. Grateful. All right, so let's see what we've got today. We're going to use Kuan Yin, the Divine Feminine, and Master of the Divine Feminine and Grace. And if you're stuck in the Divine Feminine, eventually, if you're really stuck in the, like, sitting there like, I don't know what to do, and just playing in your head, eventually you might find Kuan Yin come in and kick you in the teeth. In some aspect, to tell you to get off your Hillary Duff and start moving forward there. All right, so let's see what we get from Kuan Yin. Shining Lotus. All right. And yeah, since we're also back, we're going to reach out to Huda, at Huda, and we'll probably be at the next Fire Homa as well. And I mean, it's all work dependent and such, but yeah, we're going to ground into a whole different universe here this time and see what kind of community we can find, because we're not sitting here in trauma. Shining Lotus. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering even in the face of challenge. At other times, we are ready to take a risk and allow the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. So yeah, now it's time for me to shine forth, right? It's time for you. It's 2026. What are you going to shine forth for yourself? We'll set this to the side here. But yeah, grateful. Thank you, Kuan Yin. And all right, one more card here from good dawning, Isis here, and Isis, the dark goddess, who will she won't let you play around, and she's kind of getting down on me about time to buckle down and see what we can create. Now that we've got 4 legs, we're not standing on 3 legs, right? Are you creating, if you're creating a universe, are you still creating it based off of trauma patterns? Are you creating it now based off of new, right? 2026. All right, so let's see what we get from Isis here. Proper burial for freedom. All right. I've seen this card before. I don't think I've read it in a minute. But, let's see what we've got. All right, alphabetically. L-M-N-O, proper. A-O-J-K-O-P-Q-R. Power. O. Proper burial for freedom. All right, we just read the italics, which would be like if you got the small deck. In order for life to flow and express itself, that which belongs to the world of death must be released. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to which no longer serves us, as Isis was telling me. Just telling us. We were just stating that. What is better left to die, though it takes great spiritual courage and trust to allow this to happen? Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be free. So what do you need to exactly? Are you building a life based off of on 3 legs or 4 legs? And if it's 3 legs, then what do you need to release to build a life that's not based on trauma, right? Or in a trauma pattern. So that was fire. Thank you, Isis. All right, so yeah, so we got all these new cards. Even that number deck, which we got a couple weeks ago, is new off Amazon. All right, so we're gonna pull a stone for today. Stone free to do what I want. Stone free. No, wait a minute. It's not Jimi Hendrix. This is not crust. This is not. All right, Electric Ladyland. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. 2 legs and 2 kickstand. Send favor, guys. Nathan. We all know Nathan Shipley, right? He's out of the hospital. He came home yesterday, so sending favor to Nathan there. So take a moment, guys, and send him some love that he never has to go back, because theoretically, the same thing that sent him to the hospital last week or 3 weeks ago could happen again next week, and we don't want that for Nathan anymore. So we're gonna send him love and see him in a universe that he has more control of than the state, right? Favor. All right, so we got to draw a crystal card here. So we drew that carnelian, right? So Carnelian's a Cancer card. It also sounds like something you'd see out of Star Wars, right? Do you have the Carnelian flame, right? But Carnelian. But no, or it's like a gangster family. Where are the Carnelians? Did you get the drug shipment from the Carnelians? But yeah, no, Carnelian, feed your creativity. So there we go. So today, what are you going to feed your creativity with? Hopefully, not with like a package of Oreos, right? Helene. But no, but feed your creativity. So what does that mean? That means step outside yourself, generally speaking, first. Every time I used to try to get, before we right, have the doubts, the thought, when and then you just do nothing, right? So we don't want to do that. All right, so we're gonna pull a card from since we're doing Oracle, not Tarot, today. Tomorrow we're gonna mess with Tarot. We're gonna try Tarot, right? So yeah, so laugh at me when I get the interpretations wrong and stuff. But we gotta start somewhere, right? So we've got the Moonology deck, and we're gonna do that in Star Trek, and we'll see if we get the Wrath of Khan, right? But wow, these are like playing cards. This is the easiest shuffle I ever had. These Marvel cards. I'm a terrible shuffle, but I can drop a fan with these like there's no tomorrow. This is fun, right? When you can actually find a deck that's not impossible to shuffle. Look at this. I feel like I'm in Vegas here. Bridge and fan and everything, right? All right, so all right, Marvel will give you some wings because it's easy to shuffle. All right, so let's cut Marvel into thirds. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna pull the bottom deck from Marvel here and see if you be your own superhero. But let's see what we got. All right, and I have no idea who Kitty Pryde is. Do you? Kitty Pryde. I have no idea. We're gonna pull it. We all begin somewhere, and voila, welcome to somewhere, right? You are somewhere too, but we were somewhere else, but now we're somewhere here, right? But so we all begin somewhere, over somewhere. So we have to begin somewhere. So all right, so let's pull one. Yeah, this is fun. Cards out the yin yang here. Ah. All right. You got rain up there, Shelly? Favor not. Fatima, it's snowing in Toronto again. Oh gosh, favor. Here it's supposed to be 65-ish in Colorado. They've got, if you look at Long's Peak, if you look at the title thing for the show, that's theoretically Long's Peak, which is the tallest mountain in the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains. There's not much snow at 14,300 feet, 250 something feet. There's no snow on top of the mountain. That's not really good. But, yeah, it could be an interesting. If we don't get a lot of snow up here, it makes for an interesting summer because then everything's dry, right? And yeah, that's we had that once before. We had like a total fire camping ban all summer and stuff. Then they just did a camping ban. It's like, you're not camping in Colorado, so, yeah, but, unless you have private land. It snows today and tomorrow here in Quebec, then rain for a couple of days. How chaotic, my way. Favor. All right, so let's see what we've got from these decks are great. This is a super attractor deck. My friend Walt, Energy Wise, thought it was fun. But we cleared it. You can clear a deck with Archangel Raphael, the Violet Flame, and Saint Germain. All right, so we're gonna take the bottom card and let's see energetics here and see what we got. All right, instead of worrying about the future, which I could be, right? For sure. I'm sitting here. I'm in somebody's basement. My old apartment's around the corner. My stuff's in Cincinnati, so I could be worrying, but I'm not. I know all is well when I am aligned in the moment. So that's a message definitely I can use. I don't know about you guys. But as far as worrying about the future, don't. Because if you stay present and aligned in now, don't project down the street, right? Then it all works out. It's when you start projecting that it won't work out, then the universe has to what? Create the movie that you're projecting, unfortunately. We don't want that, do we? All right. One more card. Yeah. All right. I think really we're going to be all set here. We're going to pull one more card, though, from the Owls, right? The Owls have it. So, use Yes, I use Barefoot Jamie. Hi, Barefoot. Good dawning, guys. Um, all right, so let's see what we got. Just one tarot, one card only. Um, the Queen of Pentacles. It's all green too, so see what you want into it. But we're gonna pull up the, because I'm terrible at tarot. Not terrible, but learning. There we go. Pages, Pentacles. There we go. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's the Queen of Pentacles? It's not finding the Queen of Pentacles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it goes to the cups. What the hell? There we go. It breaks them down. So now we got the knights. Now there we go. The queen. So it has all the queens in the back. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. There we go. And you get this gorgeous artwork here. Coffee table book, right? The Queen of Pentacles is patiently sitting on her throne, waiting to speak to the owls of the realm. Her throne room is set up in lush forest with trees, shrubs, and flowers surrounding her. Being comfortable and having useful resources nearby are important to the queen. No wonder her parliament is one of the richest in the realm. She knows how to manage the abundance of materials of the land that surround her kingdom and make a profit. Down to earth and ready to help, her favorite task is helping others start businesses. Hey, there we go. Chloe, where's Chloe? Hey, Chloe. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Favorite task is starting others help. Wait a minute. All right. All right. That's grateful. Yeah. I mean, great. Hi, Chloe. We love you. So there. Yeah. So yeah, let's start a business. I can help you, I guess, start another business. But grateful. All right, guys. So yeah, bunch of new decks. We're gonna have some fun here with all these decks, and for sure, and absolutely. So how are we doing? Yay, we missed you, Chloe. Love to all the Oaks. Hi, John. Mystic, is a Mystic John there? Good dawning. Lindsay, good dawning. Oh, John, Fatima and John. Good dawning, John. Welcome, brother. So yeah, if you're not familiar with John Medreos, John is Fatima's sister there, or brother, and Fatima's John's sister. And John plays music and lives in Toronto and makes videos. And so check his channel out and check out Fatima. She mirrors his channel. So yeah, good stuff, guys. Grateful. So yeah, so let's do some energy work here. Today is Moon Day, right? And so we are waning. So I have a cleansing ritual I'm going to be doing later today. A cord cutting ritual that was given to me to do on the waning of the moon. And so we'll be working on that later tonight, or actually probably the next few days when the house is more empty. When nobody's here, I'll do it. Because it makes it, when you do a cleansing ritual or like a cord cutting, you generally from what I can gather here, you don't want other energies around that don't need to be per se. So that makes it. KD, good dawning. Makes it easier for sure when they're not here. And so yeah, when the house is empty, I will do so. But Carmen works from home, so she's upstairs right now. But grateful. All right, so today is Monday, so let's clear some energies from the weekend. Anything you need to clear from myself? No, it was a really peaceful drive. Didn't have any issues. No, I didn't even see any cops. Closest thing I saw to a cop was in Colorado, believe it or not, and a few in Kansas, but nothing. Any which way, and grateful. And driving with Colorado tags back in the day through Kansas and other states used to be a harrowing experience, right? When Colorado was one of the only places where, but now that it's legal everywhere, the cops target Colorado like. But before, boy, if you were driving through like in 2018, 17, 18, you drive through Kansas or something, boy. Woo! Not pleasurable if you had Colorado tags, right? Or California tags, either one. But don't put any Grateful Dead stickers on your car. But yeah, so no, it was fun. But yeah, so today's Monday. We're gonna ground into some new energies. Let's see what we want to create this week as well. We're gonna set some intentions to create whatever it is you're looking to create. For myself, first thing is financial footing. Right, we get stable financially, and then we start working on where to abode, finding an abode, and the abode will probably it may not be up in Longmont. Who knows? But maybe closer to Denver, where it's just closer to work, where we're not driving an hour to Red Rocks every day and coming home half hallucinogenically tired at night. But who knows? There may be something completely new too, and now for something completely different. So who knows? But we'll see what comes in. But that's the point. If I'm grounding in fear, if I'm standing in the have tos and need tos, then my universe is going to get interesting. But if I let go, right, and that's where I've been. It's like there's no more Trump. I mean, I'm still talking to mom. We're good there, even though just what is. But so yeah, it's really an interesting space to be when you're kind of I'm like in this new open space. But yeah, grateful. All right, so from your end and from mine, let's do some energy work here. Today is Monday, so Moon Day, right? So I guess we're starting the wane, and the full moon is gone, and now we are in the waning gibbous. But so yeah, so from your end, what happened over the weekend, maybe early last week, that you need to clear? Anything at all? We can use a chalkboard method. You can write it down. Break the energy if you have paper. Tearing it is always good as well. It's all symbolic, but it's energy that reaches out into the universe and shows what the energy you are looking for, what you're trying to create there or remove exactly. And we're not removing the person; we're just clearing the energy from that situation, individual person, individual itself. Again, not the unless you want to clear the person out. You're like, oh, I'm done with Bob. Funk that, Bob. You're out. I clear Bob. Boom, break. Then you can do like I'm doing with the candles and such, and bay leaves and a cord cutting ceremony. But otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, guys, let's do some basic energy cleansing. So maybe somebody cut you off in the car. Maybe a skateboarder cut you off, and you hopefully didn't hit him if you remember that. Or grocery store, somebody cut you off in line at the grocery store, and you took it home, and you're still fumigating about that, so to speak. You can release that right here and now, and stand in the present of the presence, right? Which is all we really got in the first place. Anything else is you're either projecting a universe forward that doesn't exist, or you're standing in the past, but you're missing the present, and so you can't create anything. Bear with me while I chug this giant container of water. Here we go. Much better. All right, so take a moment, guys, if you will. What happened over the weekend for you? Is there any energies you want to clear? Or maybe we're going to do something a little different. Maybe there's energies you want to ground into, right? Maybe something amazing happened. So maybe you didn't have anything that you want to clear. Maybe something awesome happened. So you can bring that into your frame and ask for more of that. Show some gratitude to your universe for an amazing weekend and say thank you for the awesomeness that was this weekend. And you can do that as well. There you go. XRP is up 5.6%. There you go. Ripple, right? I sold my Ripple at $3, and now it's been sitting at $2. And the day after I sold it, it dipped below $3, and then kept going down to $1.98. So I sold it at just before it slipped. Grateful, but all right. So from your end and mine, as a matter of fact, let's go into do not disturb. All right, we turn on the do not disturb so you don't hear the chirping sound, right? It's weird how on a Galaxy phone, if you have a notification go off, it doesn't show up on your video or live. It's weird how that works. But on an Android, on a Pixel phone, if you have a notification go off, everybody in the live hears it. But on my Galaxy phone, you guys can hear it. It's really weird. But hey, why not, right? All right, so what do you need to clear, or what do you want to ground into? Either one, take a moment, guys, and either visualize what you want from the weekend and thank the universe and say, I want more of that, and hold it. Or you can release whatever it is energetically that came across for you this weekend that no longer serves you, and send to the universe. So take your pick. Here we go. Just take a moment, and this is self-guided, so go right ahead. If you see me moving my hand, it's literally like I'm writing on the chalkboard, then I'm erasing it. Shoom. So I'm clearing it out of my frame, symbolically, but also energetically, and I'm not standing in it anymore. So take a moment from your end. Shoom. 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 Whoop. All right, so you can continue to do so, Shelly and Neil. Good dunning. You can continue to do so. Y'all need the nori PG nori seaweed. There we go. There's a place around the corner here that has poke bowls that like 19 bucks, 18 bucks. Like all the seafood. I mean, it's a pile in, right? And I always go there, and I may even get one tonight. All the seaweed I can handle, right? And so they give me like this pile of seaweed, which is amazing. Seaweed salad, one of my favorites. I'm catching up with the shift that already happened. Nori. Seaweed. It's like Homer with pie, seaweed. Start drooling, right? I know, crazy. Love and healing, Shelly. What's going on with Shelly? Hang on. I need to get rid of my right hip pain. It's so bad. All right, guys, let's take a moment. Everybody, take a moment. Seriously. We're going to ground into Shelly's right hip. So take a moment, not literally, but energetically, right? So take a moment and see Shelly, right? And you can do one of a couple of things. You can see Shelly as an individual in your mind, right? And see her hip and send it love. You can say Shelly right hip as words and glow it up and see it as love. You can just say it to the universe, whatever you want to do. But let's take a moment and ground into Shelly here and see her right hip healing with love, right? Shelly. So we're sending love to Shelly. And Shelly, we see you in the highest healing love. And we send Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, to help heal and, of course, release whatever it is that's holding up your hip there for sure. But so much love there, Shelly. Nothing to release, whatever it is we see in others, ourself, not for the highest, not felt for the highest good. I'm sorry for that. You is also in me. Please forgive me. Thank you. It's always has a message. That hips. A lot of times with hips, especially, that's where our trauma will build up. Is our hips. I had a reading. When I was in the army, right? And she's like, wait until you're like 48, 49, 50. And you're gonna feel it in your hips. Because I was like, what? And then yes, I did. It's gone now. But as I was releasing all that trauma, my hips for like 3 years hurt like a SOB. Like walking hurt now it's gone. But and so yeah, I don't know if it was. I mean, it could be a couple different things, but for a while there it sucked. This message to help the hip has yet that which is yours also in me. I'm sorry for ignoring the hip message. As felt in you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Of course, we love you, Kay. Healing for Shelly. Yeah, Shelly. So the other thing is, and you may want to look into what is energetically what might be climbing up that needs to be released. Is we will feel old traumas will come out as knots in our back and our hips especially, and yeah, for myself it was my hips too, and lower back. But all right, so let's do a. This is a channeling show. I am a channeler. If you're watching this in the rewind or the replay, and I'll tell you what, if you have a YouTube channel, here's my little advice. For those who are building a YouTube channel, have one, and want to be a YouTuber, the keyest key you can have to YouTube is consistency, right? It's to consistently be consistent on YouTube. And so consistence is the key. So for myself, all this distractions and all the shifting of the channel here kicks you out of the algorithm is what happens. So yeah, so it's going to be a minute here, but we will get re-algorized here. But so if you have a channel, the one thing I'm going to give you out of all this mess that all this stuff that's been going on in my universe, right, is stay consistent as best you can. Keep your times the same and keep the channel length, the show's about the same length, as best as you can, because even a couple misses there will kick you out. And the algorithm now is run by AI. It's almost exclusively, so a favorite. All right, and of course, directly after me, I will be at, let's see here, it'll be 10, so 11 o'clock. That'll be Central Time, right? So midday, noon, for all you East Coasters. Hershey, the Shadow Reader, will be live. So please, meta messages Monday, that meta meaning Metatron, right? So Monday's meta messages, I always get a meta message, so please, when we're done here, 15 minutes after, Hershey will be live, not Memorex, on her channel. So do please join. If you've not watched her before, or or seen Hershey the Shadow Reader before, please do check out the channel. It's really good, and yeah, it's different because what she's doing, there's no fluff. It's all, I mean, not that we're doing fluff, but it's all straight shadow. It's all shadow work and clearing the energies so that you can find who you really are and standing in your true frame, which is Really, what all this is about is standing in that frame of source, right? So yeah, let's do this too. Hang on 1 second. Most of us here have. I'm gonna have to go back a little far here, but most of us here have a wrench. There we go. So how far back is she? We're trying to find one of Hershey's messages here so we can pin the channel. There we go. There we go. Not that we're pinning Tina. Hi, Tina. But no, we're pinning Hershey there. So if you haven't subscribed to Hershey, check it out. If you want to check out her show, which will be live in a half an hour-ish, then definitely do so. It would be... support each other, guys. We need to, as a family here, support each and every one of us as a whole, right? And yeah, so... all right, so let's do a channeling and see what we get. I don't know who's going to come through here. Anybody have... I'm going to open it up to the floor. I haven't done this in a minute. Is there anybody specific anybody wants me to channel? Either Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo Calf Woman, Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain. Anybody specific? If I don't see anything in the chat, then I will just... helpful to put the chat forward. We love Hershey. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so hips equal balance. You are balanced enough. Are you balanced enough to move forward? I like that. Yes, it will get everything. It gets the hips. Thank you, Josh. Foundational healing. Yeah, it's the hips. If you're feeling it in the hips, then there's something that's key, like a foundational trauma that is hips equal blood stagnation and linked to kidney, liver, and gallbladder. Ooh, that's good too. All right, so I'll put it out to the audience. Just one more. Anybody have any specific that they want me to channel? And I will attempt to do so here. Yes, especially for women, hips are super key. That's where we balance from. Oh, wow. Good point. There you go. But yeah, I had such pain in my hips for like 3 years. Lindsay, Ho'oponopono, and yes, all needing some clearing as organs do. Okay, so I guess I will channel. I'll figure out channeling here. All right, guys. You don't have a specific that you guys want me to channel? That's fine. And Jim Dandy. Jim Dandy to the rescue, right? Go, Jim Dandy. So feeling out of balance. This would be part of it, typically. Out of control. Okay, so we're looking at balance here. I want to hear from the one who has been attempting to come in for a few months now. The one who's there's not very specific. That's been attempting to come in, but all right. Let's see what we've got here. Mother Goddess Isis here. Why are you talking about being out of balance? Mother Isis wants you to understand that you are supposed to be in balance, right? So if you are feeling it in the hips, then you are out of balance. This is Isis here, channeling through Josh for you this dawning, and we are grateful for each and every one of us. And you being here today. So Isis is asking you then, what needs healing? If you are feeling it in your hips, then there is something that is coming through energetically that wants to be released. Mother Isis is asking of you, what is needing to be released? If you are feeling imbalance, if you are feeling pain, if you are feeling it in the hips, the lower back, the knees, well, your knees, though, depending on your universe, but your hips and your lower back, Mother Isis wants you to understand that that is trauma, that it's blocked trauma, that it's something that is trying to release itself, and generally, not always, but generally speaking, the discovery of what that trauma is what cures the pain. The release of that, standing in presence and realizing whatever it is not going on now, most likely, and is something that occurred in the past that has not yet been dealt with, that is now coming through in a painful manner. A lot of us are dealing with that. Your channel dealt with 3 years worth of hip pain, where you had trouble even walking at points. What are you dealing with, and where is the pain in your body? You are feeling pain in the throat, right? You are having trouble speaking. You are blocked. Maybe you are getting headaches, right? So you are worrying about things, right? Maybe you are walking around with pain in the hip from broken childhood memories and things that have yet to be cleared, that is not trying to come through. Generally speaking, a lot of your pains and disease are traumas, right? That you have not yet dealt with in your universe. Mother, father traumas.
things that you have attached to yourself when you are 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, that you have yet to work through, that you are still working through by dealing with it in pain on a daily basis. Emotional pain that has now conjoined itself, conflated into physical pain, all right? Is that physical pain real? Well, it's as real as the trauma that you are thinking you feel, right? So as you release those traumas and step into the energies of healing, right? And allow yourself to see what energies are sitting right at the surface to be pushed out and released and step through, right? Felt, dealt with, and released. You feel it, you deal it, and you release it, right? You are not sitting here writing a novel about the trauma that you are wanting to feel, and it is not your universe to center your universe down in the energies of trauma, right? It is not your job to be centered in trauma and drama. It is your job to take the trauma that has happened to you, to understand it as it is a lesson for you to learn in growth. It is a lesson for you to learn in moving forward, but it is not a lesson for you to sit in. It is not something for you to feel for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, right? And it's not something that is meant to cause you trouble walking or trouble running or trouble sitting or trouble eating. A lot of you have gastric issues or reflux or maybe you have an ulcer, right? Why? Because you have not dealt with trauma. You are swallowing the trauma and your body is trying to tell you something. Are you in understanding? Mother Isis wants you to see the correlation between your traumas and how you are feeling. Maybe you are waking up tired every day, but then you are going to bed feeling stressed, feeling like your universe is ignoring you, or feeling beat up, right? So are you marrying the two, that you are feeling and then you are feeling tired, right? So you are feeling like a loser, or you are feeling worthless, and then you wake up feeling tired. Why? Because the worthless doesn't allow you to get restful sleep. When you are feeling worthless in your universe, are you probably getting restful? Are you getting restful sleep? Probably not. You're probably tossing and turning and feeling that energy as you are trying to sleep, as you are spinning that in your head, right? Do you want to live this way? You do not have to live any of this way, right? You are source. You are the love. You are the clearing that you have been looking for. You are your own miracle, if you understand, right? You do not have to sit in emotion all day. You do not have to sit in trauma. And you do not have to feel all of that drama in yourself on the go all the days, right? If you are feeling pain in your hips, if you are feeling pain in your neck, or you are feeling your shoulders are tight, right? Are you giving yourself a moment to sit down and look inside yourself? Not just addressing the pain, right? You are taking Tylenol or what have you. And keep in mind, Tylenol is not what you think it is. We're not going to discuss that here. But before you take it, look how it is made. Nonetheless, when you are feeling low or feeling bad or feeling headachy or feeling achy or your muscles ache, right? Unless you had been doing work like baling hay or working laboriously the day before, will you give yourself a moment to look inside yourself and realize that the pains that you are feeling are generally energies that are blocked in yourself, things that have yet to be addressed? Love, anger, frustration, trauma, worthiness. These are the issues that you are really having. It is the pain that from the hip that is coming through. Now, there are cases, of course, you are sleeping on a crappy bed, or maybe you are doing repetitive work with a bending motion on a daily basis, right? And the pain could be real, right? We are not discounting that. But the majority of your pain, if you are watching this program here, and you are an understanding of clearing energies and vibrating as source, you are realizing that a lot of your pains are completely tied to your mental status, right? How you are feeling, how are you dealing with your emotions, and how you are dealing with whom you are as a child, right? Your traumas and dramas. So for yourself, can you sit down and take a moment if you are feeling pain? You are feeling a spike in your lower back, right? Or for your channel here, wetting knot in his root chakra, right? Which is no longer kind of there, right? Why would that knot have been there? He had not grounded out his universe, right? Dealing with his mother and father, for example, will leave a knot in your root chakra if you are leaving trauma on the table as an adult, right? You will bend over and you will feel that knot and you'll go, oh, that hurts, right? But you will conflate that and think that you need a new bed, or that maybe you need to better stretch. When really all it is you are not dealing with the traumas and the dramas that are trying to come through in your universe, right? So if you are running around, maybe you are in poverty, right? And you are trying to figure out how to get food and money to eat, right? most likely then you are going to feel extraordinarily what? Overwhelmingly what? Tired, right? You're going to be extraordinarily and overwhelmingly achy as well. Why? Because you are not in tune, right? You are not in tune with yourself. If you are running around in trauma, then you are not in tune, and your body is trying to give you that sign. Hey, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Wake up. Wake up. What is going on? What are you feeling? What is going on in your mind? What thoughts are you? Wake up, right? So your body is trying to give you a sign. It's like a flashing sign, right? So from your end, Mother Isis wants you to understand that it's about healing the mother wound, healing the father wound, heals the pain, heals the trauma, heals the drama, and heals those hip pains, those lower back pains, right? For your channeler here, when he dealt with his mother, it wasn't the way he wanted it, but it is dealt with, right? No more back pain. Now, if he sleeps on a crappy bed or a couch, right, the back pain could come back, but we're not conflating the two anymore, right? The back pain that has been going on for most of the lower knots in the lower back that has been going on for most of his universe has been generally released. Why? Because he has an understanding of what they were and the traumas that they were from, right? Dealt with those traumas as best he could, and now he can put those aside and say, okay, I'm standing in my healing now, right? So from your end, can you stand in your healing in your universe, right? Grateful. Mother Isis loves you and wants you to understand that not all of your aches and pains, but a good portion of them are tied to energies that have yet to be released from the body that need to, be it emotionally or otherwise, or acceptance, right? Sometimes we just need to accept what is, and then the body goes, thank you, and releases. So as you go through your universe, Mother Isis asks you to take a look. If you are feeling something, you will get a twinge in your shoulders, start to hurt, and then your upper neck, right? Back starts to hurt. Take a look inside yourself before you go running to the doctor, right? Is there something trying to come out? Is there a trauma? Did somebody say something to you? Has there been an emotional scarring that has recently happened? That could tie to it. Or is there an emotional scarring that is trying to climb out through the pain that you are feeling physically? These things happen. They're synchronistic, right? Releasing transmission. Energy. Yeah, there we go. All right, so yeah, so not always the case, but what I found is my lower back pain, and that knot in my lower chakra, root chakra, sacral chakra, all tied to trauma and drama trying to come out and clear itself in my universe. And grateful that we were able to figure that, it took time, right? But as I stayed present and cleared those, then the knots go away, and there is no more knot per se in my root chakra. There's a little bit, right? Like I can reach down and feel, but it's nothing like it was like big softball size, big softball size knot in my root chakra. Emotional scarring. What? Wow. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly, yeah. Emotional scarring of the body. Until the trauma is released, the body is gonna just sit there and feel it and dump it into pain because it doesn't know what to do with it otherwise. Grandma, LL, what? Whichy one? Hips on Ho'oponopono, left and right body, kicking hay. As pain, it's a message. That's it. Hugs, Josh. Amanda, much love. All right, so we're gonna work with the clear quartz here, the big mamba, and grateful, and then we will close out with a group hug like usual here. But again, at the top of the hour on the Shadow Reader, Hershey will be live, so hopefully I'll see you guys there. Let's bomb her audience and do something. And if you guys haven't seen her, watch something different, right? She works with the shadow, and a lot of us here bypass. Not me, but not you guys, but a lot of people on their way to trying to clear, they bypass the shadow. They don't realize the shadow side at all. They ignore it, and then they keep realizing why they're running in the same patterns, right? So from your end, there we go. Can you step out and see that shadow? And that's been the biggest change that I've made is climbing into that shadow and allowing it to see what I've done, the soothing, the oozing, and all the things that we do, right? To help soothe and ooze our traumas and dramas. Thank you, Goddess Isis and Josh, for the love message. Oh, you're welcome, Shelly. Thank you for being here. Kumar, I had kidney stones, 5 inch. Oh wow, female side from anger over not being able to have children. I just now got it. Oh, favorite. Wow. See, we create these things. If you're pissed off at your parents, you're gonna feel it in some sort of pain in your body, and that's not what we want. But it's amazing though because it's a really, I mean, when you think about it, think about what your DNA holds. Your DNA hold, you could put inside your physical DNA the data on every computer on the planet. You could fit Google's. Can you imagine that? You could hold all the YouTube videos ever made in your DNA right now. So when you think about all the memory of trauma that you're carrying around, I mean, it's amazing that we don't just. I mean, that's every lifetime, everything, everybody's ever said to you. It's there in the DNA stored in your DNA, and in your next lifetime, all everything you did in this lifetime will be stored in your DNA and accessible. That's why everything links back, right? So you have to go backwards in time, lifetimes, reincarnations. There we go, to clear because you're carrying that trauma. It's part of who you are, and so you got to go all the way back in the cycle till right to clear it all. And pain is a beautiful color knock. When our perspective changes, our bodies do too. Oh my God, yes. See, MPD, AK now, did as we feel different, yet provide body, mind over body. Absolutely. I know you're kidding, Scotty. Uh, I see it in my life around. What's Scotty saying? Oh gosh. All right, guys. Grateful. All right, so let's work with the big honkin' mama. We're gonna set some intentions while we do this with big honker here and grateful. And yeah, so we're gonna set some intentions for this week. My intention, of course, today would be to get my job back at Argus. Favor. I'm not in control of that. That's the thing. If they don't give it back to me, it's not like I'm not in control of any of this. So I have to realize I'm going down there with my intentions and my hat in hand. But hopefully, they will. And if not, then I have to trust that there's something better. But I just have to let go. I'm not in control of the outcome of any of this. I'm just in control of what I choose to do. Yes, I've been saying sunshine. Even the tan tank is amazing given the pros and cons. I'd say mom's holding mom issues in her cervix. Oh, favorite. Yeah, a lot of women will hold their hips. I mean, I'm not, but divine feminine versus the issues. Depending on your issues, is also where they can land as well. More father issues will end up here, and in your intuition. Mother issues end up in your root chakra. Yeah, it's just weird. All right, guys. Let's work with the big honker, and with your permission, of course, only with your permission. Never take energetics. I mean, if you're not feeling well and we send you love, yeah, of course, that one you're gonna get. But anything else, if we're gonna do a fine tuning adjustment, you have to be willing to want to, do that. Take the energy, right, or be part of the energy. I'll never. So, with your permission, and of course not, you can always put the phone down or drop off. But here we go. And we're going to set some intentions. So take a moment, guys. Today is Moon Day, right? And so what do you want to see by next Sunday? What would you like to, if you're closing out this week, right? Or working, one thing. Take one item. Maybe it's clearing the hip pain, favor. Maybe it's, for me, getting groundfully employed and getting back to getting some sort of schedule here. So, and I'm open to anything, really. Miracle me, universe, right? So what are you looking for in your universe? Take a moment and visualize Sunday and achieving what you're looking for, achieving what you wanted to receive, receiving what you are looking for, whatever it is, in your universe. Take a moment and do so. We're going to work with the quartz here, and we're going to pick off some blocking energies from the, and we'll also pick off some stuff from the hips, right? The root and sacral chakras as well. So here we go, guys, with your permission. And we definitely don't have any music, as a matter of fact. I got to get my laptop looked at. It's not connecting to any Wi-Fi. I have no idea why. But, So what are you looking to create? See it? And we're going to remove any blocks. So if you have any blocks, we're going down. We're going to start with the root chakra here, and we're going to pick it off like a booger, right? We're going to pick off all the, like a scab, where you can pick off, you ever pick a scab? So we're going to pick off anything that's hanging around the root chakra that could be blocking us for this week.
We're going to go up the chakras here. And so let's clear the root chakra. And generally speaking, and it may not get cleared, right? Because if you're still dealing with parental trauma, childhood trauma, maybe a teacher or something, whatever the old trauma is, it's still going to sit in the root chakra. But what we're doing is getting you to a point where you can stand in presence. And to clear it, you got to do the work to clear it. But by acknowledging it first, realizing it's there, and then choosing to release it. Right? You don't even have to. You don't have to do the old. Oh, I had to cry it out. No, you just. Oh God, that teacher. Oh my God, that's what that is. All right, I release that. You can do that in 5 seconds, right? There you go, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, what is that? Let's get that off of the root chakra. Boom. Let's go up to the sacral chakra here. And now we're going to go from the sacral chakra down to the root chakra and clear. Or clear, 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 clear. Push away. Get rid of that garbage. Pull that out. Thank you for mentioning that, Josh. Some teachers don't realize the trauma they can cause. Oh my God, you have no idea. I had a teacher, second grade, on the fine line of corporal punishment, and she would just come around, and if you weren't reading or something or doing whatever, she would just put your hand down, smack, put your hand, smack. Nowadays, she would have been jailed, fired. But back in 1982, 3, quasi legal maybe. But yeah, she'd smack you in the back of the head physically with her hand. I mean, and I think she just got off on it. If you weren't paying attention, she'd come up behind you and she did it to everybody. I mean, equal opportunity slapped you. Pat, right in the mega head. Hey, Mr. Heisler, my gym teacher. Hey, you putz. And he would say stuff that you would get fired for. 4-letter words, all kinds of stuff. Crazy. All right. So let's pick off everything from the root and sacral chakras here. That's dangling. Easy stuff, right? The hard stuff's actually getting in there and doing the root work. I'm not kidding. I gave Miss Carter a physical breakdown. Oh, wow. I love it. Yeah, our teachers were more around than our parents in a lot of cases, so our teachers can cause way more trauma. If you had a teacher that caused you something, like, and I never had a teacher that did. I've seen it though, like calls a student stupid and stuff. You could truly damage like a first, second, third grader. You could destroy somebody if you're not careful, and I've seen it done. The universe is always at play. This is for sure. All right, so let's go up to your solar plexus, your intuition here. And we're going to pop the intuition here. You may feel this, you may not. Of course, really, the best way to any of this, if you're looking to break open your chakras, is go to Witchy Trista. Like I said, I watch anybody in a minute. We'll get to some more YouTube here for sure. I don't watch TV, and so you'll see a little bit more of me on YouTube. But yeah, Witchy Trista's been doing her forks and stuff in the morning. So if you want to really, that's what activated my my intuition. My solar plexus. Pick. All right, let's go up to the Lord chakra, or to the heart chakra, I should say. Got a heartburn. Ugh. Water. That's the crazy part is now that I'm back in 5,000 feet, I got to rehydrate. You got to drink extra water and kind of reground and rehydrate and shift the body a bit. Good dawning, Angie. I'm doing great. How about yourself? We're working with clearing energies. We're going to set some intentions here as well. So what do you want to see by the end of this week? Imagine Sunday night. Did you meet your goal? Whatever it is you're looking to see, do, or receive. Did you meet that? Did you receive that? Did it show up? All right, guys, let's go to we're at the heart chakra. So let me pull in your heartstrings. And then we're going to go to throat chakra real quick. We're going to kind of speed this up here. And of course, at the top of the hour, Hershey will be live. I will be there. Hopefully you will as well. And finally, we're at the throat chakra here. So what do you need to say? Let it out. I'm going to pepper the throat chakra. We're going to speed this up a bit because it's already an hour and 5 minutes. And now we go up to the third eye. So here we go. If your third eye is anywhere activated, take a moment, guys. I'm going to do something here. You'll feel this in your third eye. It's like a corkscrew, right? You have no idea. Being in other energies, I'm not in my own space, right? So holding this guy, it's like holding a pile of hundreds. It just feels so like ah. All right, finally the crown chakra. We could do the soul star chakra too. And you're like, what's the soul star chakra? Hang on. So we'll go up to these. We're clearing the crown chakra now. If your crown chakra is anywhere activated, you may feel this, like a spinning sensation in your head, like I am. We're removing any blockages, any energies. And then finally, the soul star chakra, which is the one above. Like right there we go. All right, so we're going to pick down the line here real quick from the soul star all the way down, and then we're going to close this out. So see yourself, whatever you're looking to create, see it done Sunday night, see it there, see it in your universe, see it cleared, whatever it is you're looking for, and ground it into the crystal there. Tomorrow we're going to work with the violet flame and the I am. All right. We'll do a real quick I am. I am having an amazing day today, right? I am the amazement I am looking for, and I am grateful that I got my job back, right? I'm grateful for all of you. You can say whatever you choose, but we're just grounding into creating statements here. And I am grateful that I have a safe place to be, grateful for safe and amazing people, and grateful that my universe is on the verge of going, woohoo, right? Just hopefully yours too. Grateful, guys. I'm starting on point this week. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys, let's close this out with a hug to group and group hug. And yeah, I will see all of us again tomorrow. Now that we're out and about in Colorado, you may get ramblings here and there. We're not going to get too much in the mountains for a minute because you don't in the wintertime. Even though there's not a lot of snow up there, we've had a really warm winter here. They've had a really warm winter. It's still never generally advisable to go 7,000-8,000 feet if you don't have to. Ooh, pardon me. Oy. Pardon me, because you never know when you're going to whip around the road and then find a big pile of snow, right? Yeah, it's all based on the sun. It's not ambient air temperature or anything. Yeah, I don't type properly, but I type pretty fast how I do it. Nice. I am in bereavement again. My stepdad passed. Didn't even make 2 months from my mom. All right, so let's take a moment, guys, for Amanda here. And Amanda's mom and Amanda's stepdad. So take a moment, guys, and we'll hold Amanda. Raise up here. We're holding you, Amanda, in the highest loving light. We hold your family in the highest loving light. We see each and every one of you and your family there coming together in love and peace and healing and celebration as well, right? And we see each and every one of you, Angie, remembering the love and the peace and the awesomeness of your stepdad and your mom as well. And we hold you in the highest love, and we'll give you the biggest virtual hug we can here. But we love you. So much. So sorry, Amanda. My condolences, Amanda. Last living uncle. Debs as well. Favor. All of you guys, favor anybody who's had loss there. All right, let's close this out with a group hug. Amanda, love you. Back in the saddle again. Dun, 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 dun. I'm back. All right, all right, so let's close this out with a group hug. And Amanda, thank you, love you. And everybody, take your left arm up, put it to the person on your left, and right arm up, put it to the person to your right. And we see each and everybody here in love and amazement. We see each and everybody in on planet Earth, of course, in love and awesomeness as well. And of course, we see everybody here realizing that a lot of our traumas and dramas are tied to physical pain, and the physical pain that we have is tied to our traumas and dramas. And the two are kind of intertwined there. And as we realize that the pain that we have may be the traumas that we haven't released, and the traumas that we haven't released could be the pain that we have. We allow ourselves then to step into who we are, into our past, but staying present, to release those pains, those traumas, and those dramas, to marry those two and realize that what we haven't released can come back in hip pain and shoulder pain and in heartburn and other things that we carry with us in our universe. And accepting that, but realizing that it is our job then, as the body is trying to tell us something, to investigate and to stand in frame with our body and investigate what could be that trauma that is holding up the pain there, and what is the pain, what is linked to that pain traumatically. We see each and everybody on this planet healing as best they can and working to heal, and seeing that the two generally are married as one, right? The pain and the trauma. You see, of course, Mother Gaia with no X's or O's in the skies. And I've never seen an O, but plenty of X's. I saw them yesterday. And then, of course, no forever chemicals or plastics in her water. That we say, hallelujah, so it is, and so it shall be. Yeah, so as you're clearing today, as you're going out in your universe and feeling those pains, realize a lot of that's tied to unhealed trauma and whatnot, trauma and drama. And, favor, guys. And Amanda, so much love. Your mom and your stepdad there. May their memories help to warm your heart. Favor. 559 is my area code. I'm in the 303 at the moment. But I got a 513 in the 303. But at least I got a 3. Keep seeing 129. He passed on 12/29. So wild. I knew something was up that day. Oh wow, favor, Debs. And Deb, same to you. Favor to your family, your aunt there, and your uncle who passed. And may all of you guys there, all the families who are missing loved ones this new year, come together in the memory of those who have passed, and hold strong in that love. But, all right, guys, I will see you in 5 minutes over at Hershey, the Shadow Readers. And if you don't have her channel, it's pinned. So just tap on Hershey there and subscribe, and we'll get her to 1,000. Right? All right, guys, I love you. I am grateful for all of you. Thank you for sticking through my menagerie of my universe. We're grounded. We're here. I'm back in Colorado. And if you want to replay any of the drama, you're welcome to. But I finally watched New Orleans, and that was awesome. But grateful, guys. Thanks for being a part of that. And as things kick off here in Denver, we'll do more of what we did in New Orleans. There is really nowhere to take such a awesome walking tour outside of the mountains and such, so we will do so. But downtown Denver isn't all that exciting. But I lived in Waterloo as a baby and had lots of family around. I went back to live there in the village and other cities right there too. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, I'll see you over at Hershey's. I love you. Thank you all. And, of course, I will see you guys in the next. Take care, guys. Thank you.